First of all, thank you to everyone who came tonight. All went brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I really hope we have a great night tonight, Mum. Happy birthday. So for the next 25-30 minutes or so, we're going to hear from Uncle Alan and Uncle Rob. Mum's two favourite brothers.
The two stooges.
The two stooges. So we can all have your attention to the front here, and I'll pass you over to them both.
Thank you, Liz. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Have we missed anybody out?
Bad start, you've got a red folder.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
As you know, we're here to celebrate Sue's 60th birthday. Can't believe she's 60 now. We've had a wonderful meal. Thanks again for inviting us. The service was brilliant, so on everybody's behalf, I'd like to say thanks to all the people involved. Thanks. And, we're going to share some important information with you tonight. There's some serious stuff, and later on I'll be giving a few details of our Sue's early life. But who better to tell the tale than her two brothers? However, before we go any further, I'm going to hand over to Alan to attend to some official business.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Now, regretfully, on such a happy occasion, it falls upon me to raise some very serious issues. I hope I don't spoil the celebration. Now, what many of you will have no idea about is that Susan has recently been the recipient of a very high award from London. It's a lot higher than that. She has been appointed an honorary member of a very important group in the City of London, and the group is called Effective Meetings in the City of London. Now, this is a group which is steeped in history and tradition. Susan is exempt from this particular tradition this evening. But just to explain, whenever any member of the group hears the group's official name, that member has to stand on one leg, salute and face the Bank of England, and that's why we have the sign there to help us identify in which direction is the Bank of England. Now, how this came about is that I would be attending a very serious meeting in London, and suddenly my phone would ring just when the chairman was about to speak, and it would be Susan. Hiya, Alan! Sue here, just phoning to see how everyone is. What did you think about City on Saturday? That goal is a bloody plonker. Susan, please, I'm in London, I'm in a meeting, and another thing, that referee can go on, but Susan, please, thank you. I'm in London, I'm in a meeting, and I've got you on loudspeaker. Now, this happened not just once, but several times, and frankly, it was uncanny. So even though Susan is my sister, I felt compelled to report her behaviour to a higher authority. A chap called Mr. Adenough, Mr. Ivan Adenough, who is the chairman of Effective Meetings in the City of London. Now, Mr. Adenoff wrote to Susan in the strongest possible terms to complain to her directly about her extraordinary behaviour. And a series of quite bizarre letters followed thereafter. I've managed to obtain a few copies of these letters, and I'd like to share with you a few selected phrases. Now this is Susan to Mr. Adinoff, the chairman. Dear Mr. Chairman, it is with great pride and gratitude that I accept your offer of honorary membership to the City of London Group, effective meetings in the City of London. And however difficult typing with my left hand, saluting with my right hand whilst balancing on my left leg proves to be, I am determined above all else to master it in deference to my honorary colleagues and my esteemed chairman. I look forward to hearing from you soon, but unfortunately now I must sign off as I have just fallen over. Now this is from the President of Effective Meetings in the City of London, Ms. Ida Doon. Mrs. Feltham, I require your solemn promise that you will stand on the appropriate leg and advise, without falling over, as advised, salute with your right hand, face the Bank of England whenever you hear the name Effective Meetings in the City of London. Secondly, sing Jerusalem with gusto every night whilst brushing your teeth. Third, wear the St. Cross of St. George somewhere on your person daily. Now, Susan, back to the President. After admitting to a disgraceful incident involving the flag of St. George and a Christmas pudding, Susan writes the following. Please rest assured that such a travesty will never be repeated, and so in keeping with the rules, I've arranged to have the St. George's flag tattooed upon my person. She doesn't say where. And so it goes on, until you come to the realisation that Susan is actually quite mad. Okie doke. Now, to cut a long story short, Mr. Adinoff was so impressed with Susan's response and support for this particular group, he very quickly offered her honorary membership, and he gave her the code name of the Interrupter, issuing to her a much sought after certificate, a most prestigious award indeed, especially for somebody north of Watford. And now to the point. It is my painful duty, because of past events, to be revealed by Rob that this honorary membership has been placed on hold. And Mr. Adinoff may even withdraw the offer. It's a lot more serious than that. Final decision will be taken by a carefully selected panel of experts this evening, and at this stage can I ask all the expert members of the panel to give me a wave when I read out your name. Sophie Langford, Charlotte Greenwood, William Greenwood, Isabel Greenwood, Alfie Hollinshead Wilson,
Oh, yeah.
Daisy Hollinshead Wilson,
Yes.
Alex Young, Lucia Bowens, Patrick Bowens.
What is it?
Okay, that's the panel, that's the panel. Very, very important. Okay. The decision on whether to offer Auntie Sue Honorary membership is to be withdrawn or confirmed and will be taken by this panel. But first of all, back to Rob for some very worrying revelations.
You shouldn't be worried. Al and I have known Sue for all her life. I'm not saying I've been waiting to dish the dirt on her, but Hazel asked us to say a few words on her behalf. We couldn't wait for it. Now, before we kick off with Sue's life, it's common knowledge that Al and I keep our allegiance to Manchester City quiet.
Yeah.
Leicester City. I'm Leicester City. No, not so nice about it. That's really so we don't offend any United fans. Although the temptation is always there, I've asked Sophie and Charlotte to act as referees in this regard and hold up a red card every time I offend any United fans or show an allegiance to City. Now everybody knows I'm very fair-minded about this. It will not happen. So, okay girls, can we have a trial run now? Come on, you blues!
Just behave yourself.
I'm sure I'll manage it because there won't be any reds in here tonight because all United fans live in either London, Sweden or China. Now, what do we know about Sue's early life? She was born Susan Elizabeth Young on the 28th of May, 1957, which came as a big shock to her mum and dad at the time. Alan and I were delighted when Susan was born because we needed a holding midfield player. And our weekly football battle with the Moore Street gang on Main Road, Croft, every Saturday. She looked a bit lightweight, but we thought we could soon knock her into shape. Now, life was great for kids in Rushaw when Sue was born. As kids, we would play out from dawn till dusk, with only a frozen jubbly in between from Scott's Sweet Shop. Now, I know this frozen jubbly, you could suck on one of those all day long, and your mouth would be so puffed up and swollen, that your mother could stick on the window while she went shopping. I remember when Sue was a kid, we used to cover it in chocolate and cream and put a cherry on her head. Life was short up in the ghetto. It get worse. I also remember little friends came round calling and she asked if she wanted to play out. And Sue said, "Not today. I'm embarrassed with my stick-on soles." "Don't worry about that," her friend said. "We've all got stick-on soles." "Yeah, but you've all got shoes." By the time Sue was born, the family had moved from 43 Old Avenue to 32 Brompton Road. Next door we had Winnie the Budgie Bookshop, who Sue will remember very well, and an elderly father. We had a dog called Bruce, which we've seen on the screen before. And every Friday, the old chap would throw a bone over the wall of our backyard for the dog. After a while, Winnie, wondering why no one had thanked her, asked if Bruce enjoyed the bone. We have no idea what she was talking about. So we lay in wait for the following Friday, and sure enough, over the wall came the bone, and out went our Sue to claim it. Not true. So maybe cannibalism is one of Susan's hidden traits. Now 4 years on, and our intrepid sister started school at Hill Place Primary. We always remember her first day at school because in 1961 Rushaw was beginning to change, becoming more cosmopolitan.
Oh, yeah.
Alan had told her that 1 in 5 people in the world were Chinese. That got Sue thinking. Now there are 5 people in my family. My mum and dad aren't Chinese. My 2 brothers aren't Chinese. So if they were, they'd be United fans. So in her mind, Sue was thinking, it must be me, I'm Chinese. Anyway, things got a whole lot worse for Sue when the teacher started to read out the register. And he went like this. I'm here. I'm here as well. Here. I'm here as well as him. Here. I'm here as well as him, allegedly. Here. Susan Young. No answer at all. Susan Young. Still no answer. And the little voice piped up like, I think that's pronounced Susan Young if you don't know. Rumour has it that the four Amir brothers, who just mentioned later on, went to hire a rowing boat and crashed into the Thames Barrier. And that was the start of Ramadan. In case you didn't know, Sue was teacher's pet. Used to keep her in the cage at the back of the class. Yeah, she was also a swat. Used to kill flies with her. And during the school holidays, Sue and her friends would go to Pratt Fields to have a snail race. Now, crafty Sue took the shell off her snail to make it go faster, but if anything, it was more sluggish. Really bad.
Yeah, you don't get one downhill this.
Yeah. Once in a sports lesson, Sue was asked, what's the shortest race in the Olympic Games? Sue answered, the Chinese. Be very careful not to mention a red card. Oh, come on, girls, give me Now, our mum and dad asked Sue to work hard at school, show interest, and ask questions. So that's exactly what our Sue did. Please, miss, would a fly without wings be a walk? What's the best thing before sliced bread? And if a synchronised swimmer drowned, would the rest drown? So, now we all know that Sue loves sport. After all, she has a season ticket at the Etihad and she was born in Manchester, so she has to be a City fan. Oh, sorry, I'll take that for the team. She once told me that she was in the netball team and that she took drugs to enhance her performance. But she tried to hide it by running slower. It's just, I remember Sue asking her dad, can I go to Broadfield Road Baths? But Dad said, no you can't, not until you can swim. But that's what things were like back in 1961, that's where we are. We didn't have much money, and our mum and dad had to buy all Sue's clothes from the Army and Navy stores in Tip Street. That was okay, but things came to a head when she was sent home from school dressed as a Japanese admiral. We're now in 1968, when City were champions. Sue sailed through 11 plus and managed to get a place at Wally Range High School for girls. It was a bit further away from Hill Place, so mum and dad walked her to school on the first day. Nobody was there because it was a Saturday. And everyone was at Main Road, not wanting to be late for the match. My dad threw her over the railings with a note saying, send her back when she's clever. Anyway, she finally came home when she was 55. At 17:50 p.m. on Saturday the 13th of May, 2012, when the Aguero scored that goal beat United. At that stage, Alan was supposed to phone me because my ringtone is City's not still in this game here. So, anyway, his phone's off. So, anyway.
My apologies,
When Sue was a young girl, Alan and Margaret took her to Lyme Park for a day out. She noticed that all the sheep had the letter L branded on their backs. Sue said to Margaret, are they learners?
True story.
True story, yeah. As a teenager, Sue was a bit of a tomboy as well. She was mad on tractors. She had tractor wallpaper, tractor bedspread, tractor curtains, and the full box set of Emmerdale Farm. All she ever wanted to do was drive a tractor. Sure enough, she left school and got a job on a farm on Great Western Street. No, it wasn't a cannabis farm, it was an ordinary farm. Anyway, one day she was driving a tractor down Lloyd Street when she lost control and smashed into a wall close to Ethel's Sweet Shop. Let's see the Ethel's Sweet Shop. Break arms and legs. While she was in hospital recovering, she vowed never to go near the tractor again. Then a few years later, she was in the Lord Lion chatting up his bloke. The pub was full of smoke and she could hardly breathe, never mind chatting more. So she said to her prospective conquest, "I can hardly breathe. Hang on a minute, I can't stand all this smoke." She took a deep breath, went outside, after swallowing all the smoke, and exhaled into the street. She came back to the pub with the air clean and this bloke said, "You know, Sue, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. How did you do that?" "I'm an ex-Tractor fan," Sue said. She was now in the 4th year at Wally Rains. Sue went on a student exchange trip to Egypt. While she was there, she befriended an Egyptian girl who couldn't speak a word of English other than, "What colour do United play in? Where's Old Trafford?" She thought, spoken like a true United fan. Anyway, Sue got invited to the Egyptian Cultural Centre, which is close to the pyramids. Do you remember that, Sue? Yeah. Now, one of the exhibits was a man covered in chocolate with hazelnuts. Sue pipes up and asked, "Is that Pharaoh Rocher?" After a while, Sue saved up enough money to buy her first car. A Mini, was it, Sue? A Mini, yeah. What happened next will go down in the annals of insurance history. I think Alan would be better telling this story as he was involved. Over to you, Alan.
Thank you very much, Rob. Casting my mind back, I think the year was 1975. But let's start on a positive. Susan sailed through her test first time, no problem. I passed second time. So not much room for manoeuvre in terms of mickey taking. However, things went downhill pretty fast. Susan bought her first car, a blue Mini, in the days when Minis really were Minis and not baby 4x4s. I was working in motor insurance at the time and I arranged third-party fine and theft cover because it was cheaper and comprehensive. Without much practice in the car, Susan very bravely went to work in it on her first day into the centre of Manchester Monday morning and put it off in a quite nasty accident at the junction of Claret Road and Lloyd Street. And no accidental damage cover for the car. I can't recall what happened after that, but I said to Margaret, my wife, if Susan buys another car and calls me for insurance, tell her I've been relocated to the Cayman Islands.
Perfectly true, yeah.
Absolutely true.
It has to be said though, shortly after that, Sue made a confession many years later as to what really happened that day. And I quote, "I was driving along Claremont Road when my boss phoned and said I'd been promoted. I was so shocked I swerved the car. He then phoned me to say that I'd been promoted even higher. I swerved again. He then phoned and told me that I had been made office manager. I swerved again and crashed the car. When the police came and asked what had happened, I told them I'd careered off the road." That's it. The first boyfriend was a pirate, remember him? A pirate, yeah. Now I haven't seen this lad for a long time, and when they met up, Sue said, "I haven't seen you in ages. What's happened to your mate Bluebeard when he fell into the Red Sea?" "Oh, he got marooned," said the pirate. Sue says, "You look terrible. What's with the wooden leg?" "Well," said the pirate, "we got into a sea battle and I got hit by a cannonball, but I'm fine now." "Good," said Sue. "Well, what about the hook?" The pirate said, "Oh, that. We got into a sword fight and I lost my hand and got fitted with this hook, but I'm fine now." "But what about the eye patch?" says Sue. "Well, one day we were sailing the seven seas when a flock of seagulls flew over and one popped in my eye," says the pirate. Get away, says Sue. You don't lose a knife from bird poo. Yeah, it was my first day with the hook. Obviously the relationship with the pirate didn't last, but it wasn't long before she met the love of her life. Yes, you've guessed it, Franny Lee. Sorry, I really meant that dancing sensation from Rusholme and Manchester's answer to Anton Dubek, Dave Hotleg Spelford. No wonder it's disappeared. Don't you repeat that bit? Obviously, the relationship with the pirate didn't last, David. And, but it wasn't long before they met. She met the true love of her life.
Yeah.
You've guessed it, Franny Lee. So, and then it went on to say, sorry, I mean that dancing sensation from Rusholme, Manchester's answer to Anton Dubek, David Hotleg Stelford, yeah? On the first date, David obviously wanted to make an impression, so he took Sue to the Claremont. and then for the slap in the middle of the Sabley bar on Winslow Road. You sure not to treat a woman, you David? Anyway, the night was going great for Mr. Smoothie, when all of a sudden Sue sneezed and the glass eye came flying out. Dave reacted like he was David Lloyd in the slips of Lords and caught her glass eye as it passed his left shoulder. Sue was mightily impressed and took a dancing hero to the poppy for a sarsaparilla as a reward. He then got invited back to her place and stayed the night. In the morning, Sue made him a gourmet breakfast. David couldn't believe his luck and stared into Sue's eyes and said, "What does a wonderful, kind, gorgeous woman like you see in a man like me?" And Sue said, "Oh, you just caught me eye." Whilst they were courting, Dave took Sue to Blackpool. Do you remember this, Dave?
I do.
Right. He had just bought a new Audi.
No.
It was a Duke he wanted, an Audi Doody, was it? No? Anyway, they got lost on the way and found themselves in Chester. Dave says, "I'll get me sat nav out." Sue says, "You will not, you've been warned about that before." Suddenly, Dave says, "We're at Chester Zoo." "How do you know that?" inquired Sue. "Because the sat nav says bear left." Whilst they were there, they thought they'd have a look round the zoo. And Dave, after a while, says, "There's nothing here but a solitary dog in a cage." And Sue says, "It's a Shih Tzu." Finally, he gets a Blackpool. Sue is supporting a new authentic hamster skin coat that David bought to bring his winnings with the dogs. And they headed straight to the pleasure beach. You know, it took Dave 5 hours to get Sue off the big wheel. We're now in 1980s and Sue's a regular at the gym. She's looking for a personal trainer. "How flexible are you?" asked the personal trainer. Sue says, "Can't make Wednesdays, Thursdays or Fridays." Now we all know that Sue is a community-minded person. For a while she was a PCSO. That's the Community Police Support Officer. One day whilst patrolling Great Western Street, she arrested 2 workers, one stealing car batteries and the other stealing fireworks. When they went to court, one was charged and the other one was let off. Did you know that Sue shares a birthday with Kylie Minogue? Did anyone know that? Two national treasures with all things in common. It's just a slight age gap that separates them. For instance, as a teenager, Kylie had a crush on Jason Donovan. Right? As a teenager, she had a crush on Lonnie Donegan. Yeah? I'm not sure if Sue fell in love with Dave's dance moves or for the size of the portfolio, but on the 19th of March 1983, Sue Young and Dave Felton got married. And the rest is history, as they say. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've heard the story of Sue's early life. But it's now time to make your mind up. The whole purpose of regaling this information is for the elected parents to decide if Sue is actually worthy of being appointed as an honorary member of the effective meetings in the City of London. Right, as we speak, And I have to tell you this, as we speak, we've been informed that Sue is yet planning even more disruption to very important meetings and has no intention of changing her ways. Only a short while ago, our spies uncovered a copy of a letter sent to Alan shortly after he and Margaret moved to Baldock. I'm going to ask Alan to read the letter out to you in a moment and leave you to decide if this is just friendly banter or a deliberate act by Sue to undermine Alan's position in effective meetings in the City of London. I will be not good. Right, over to you, Alan.
Well, thank you very much, Rob. I've got the letter here with me tonight. I received this letter from Susan a few weeks after I'd moved down to Hertfordshire. This is how it goes. Dear Alan, I'm writing this letter slowly because I know you can't read fast. We're all doing well here. In fact, you won't recognise the house. We've all moved. And I'll tell you why. I read in the papers recently that most accidents happen within 2 miles of your home. And for this reason, we moved to a new house 3 miles away. I can't tell you where we are because the last family to live here took the house number and the road sign when they moved so that they wouldn't have to change their address. Our house is lovely. It's got a washing machine, but I'm not sure it's working properly because last week I put a load of washing in, pulled the chain, and I haven't seen it since. Rob's got a really good job now. He's got 500 people under him. He cuts the grass at Southern Cemetery. I saw him the other day at work, and there were undertakers going around and around the cemetery aimlessly. I thought they must have lost the plot. I'm not sleeping at the moment because I'm having trouble with my next door neighbour's dog. Last night, it was barking in her back garden for the 4th night running, and I'd had enough. I went downstairs, climbed over the fence, picked the dog up, and put it in my garden. And I thought, see how she likes it. Dave has found it hard to get over his addiction to the hokey-cokey, but he's turned himself around, and that's what it's all about. Hazel was late for school the other day. As she passed an RAC van on the way, she noticed the driver in floods of tears in the front seat. She stopped and asked him why he was so upset, and he said he was on the way to a breakdown. Do you remember that holiday Dave and I were planning? Well, I phoned the local travel agent and I asked the girl, how long does it take to fly to Florida? She said, just a minute. I said, well, it's going to take a lot longer than that. Two men in suits called at our house last week. They asked me what bread I bought for the family. I said white sliced loaf. They then gave me a 20-minute lecture on the benefits of brown bread. Dave reckons they were obvious witnesses. I went to the doctor's yesterday with a sore throat. He had this new machine you put in your mouth and you can't talk for 20 minutes. You do that 4 times a day. Dave bought it off him for 150 quid. The weather wasn't too bad last week. It only rained twice, once for 3 days and once for 4 days. Last Thursday it was so windy that one of the chickens laid the same egg 4 times. You know things have been hectic lately. Well, Dave took me to Haydock Park for a race meeting. He's always fancied himself as a jockey. I was in the bar while Dave was checking out the form. This man came over and whispered in my ear, "Psst." I knew he was, he'd been in the bar all afternoon. Do you want the winner of the next race? I said, no, I've only got a small garden. Finally, I'm sending you a pet spider for Margaret's birthday. The local pet shop wanted 70 quid, but I got it cheaper on the web. Love, Sue.
You know, I would have thought there'd be nothing more to say about Sue. Only the other day she was working in the office and Dave phoned, and she told him that the window's frozen. Dave, drawing upon all his experience, told her to get some lukewarm water and slowly pour some over it. She phoned back to say that she'd done all it's advised, but now the computer's not working at all. And that's not all. She told David if she gets any emails claiming that you can catch swine flu from tins of ham, then you should delete it immediately. It's only spam. Now, Sue, you've reached the grand old age of 60 years. You've been married to Dave for 34 years. Or is that 340? Sorry. Mr. North off there, sorry. Al and I have known you all your life, and we shared so many great memories. You never did make the first team against the Moore Street Gang. Instead, you and Dave tried to make a team of your own. Nevertheless, we're all very proud of you. We talk about extraordinary behaviour, but I think we all agree that Sue is quite an extraordinary person. I can't believe that you're 60 next week, you certainly don't look it. We hope you've enjoyed your trip down memory lane, but now it's time to look forward with many more birthdays to come. Sue, thank you for sharing a special day with us all. We all wish you a very happy birthday. Now, Sue, I have to tell you this. David has been torturing himself for 34 years, and he wanted to tell you how much you mean to him. So he's written you a poem. And he's asked me to read it out for you. This is especially for your birthday. Okay? Anyone with a sentimental constitution, just it goes like this. I took your advice as promised, and you have set me free. No more looking for Old Trafford. It's the Etihad for me. I dream of Mickey Doyle, Colin Bell and Summer B. 2 goals from Neil Young and 3 from Franny Lee. My mind drifts to the moment. Fergie thinks he's won, but you didn't bank on Roberto spoiling his fun. Tension is mounting, I'm shaking with fear. Could there be a blue moon rising? Is there time for one more cheer? De Jong to Balotelli. Balotelli on his knees slips the ball to Aguero, who smashes it in with ease. Happy birthday, Sue.
Okay, thank you very much, Rob. Totally unbiased rendition. Now we've got a very serious situation to deal with. I would like to ask all the panel members to stand up. Now, if I can just read your names out, give me a wave if you are an expert panel member. Sophie Langford. Charlotte Greenwood. William Greenwood. Isabel Greenwood. Alfie Hollinshead-Wilson. David Hollinshead-Wilson. Alex Rum. Lucia Bowens. Patrick Bowens. Now, I'm sure you will all agree that Susan's honorary membership of effective meetings in the City of London is far from assured. So can I ask the panel, the people I've just read the names out, can I ask the panel, all those members of the panel who think that we should withdraw honorary membership, i.e. not give Auntie Sue the certificate, raise your hand. Okay, that's fair enough. Now, hands up all members of the panel who think honorary membership should be given to Auntie Sue. Now, very pleased to say that Susan's honorary membership is confirmed, subject to her performing a successful salute on one leg without falling over. Okay. Well done, Susan, and a happy birthday. And now I think all prepare yourselves for a speech by the most important person here tonight. Sorry. Oh, it's not Franny Lee, I'm sorry. Pep Gallagher. That's it.
Get on with it.
Hey, Danny, David Feldman.
Well done indeed, you did a brilliant job. Well done.
How do I follow that?
You don't. Sit down.
All thank Alan and Rob for that. Now then, there's one or two thanks. First of all to the staff. And the chef behind the scenes. I would like to thank Hazel, Rachel, Sarah, Amy, not James, he wasn't involved. Heather as well. They all did the organising, I'm doing the paying. I would like to thank Flynn for the cake, or should I say cakes. There's a funny story there which I won't go into right now, but ask Flynn about that. So thank you. Now then, my wife Sue. I first met Sue in June 1928. Sorry. Sorry now, my eyes are going. 1978. At a friend's wedding reception. Sue was doing the rounds, flirting with the lads. As usual, and this hasn't changed. And I picked her up and kissed her. So we started dating in the September, and I met her family soon afterwards.
And that didn't put you up.
Anyway, Sue's father, Stan, asked me, first time I met them, which